Thank you for buying this large deluxe podium from Fixture Displays. These are different features of this podium. We also custom make to design. You can contact us CS as Charlie Sam at FixtureDisplays.com to make a custom item. These are the dimensions. These are all the components. In this video, we're going to show you step-by-step instructions how to put this together. I'd recommend you lay out your parts exactly like that based on their size and features so that it is easy to follow. This is the bottom panel, the middle shell, the front panel, the side panel, side slider, top panel, and a variety of hardwares, including slides and wheels, stoppers, and then the other side panel. To begin, we want to insert all the cam hardware into the large holes. When doing so, you want to make sure the arrow faces out. Now take a moment to identify the arrow and make sure the arrow faces toward the smaller hole on the edge, and that is very important. We then are going to fasten the bolts into the smaller holes. Make sure they go in straight and do not over tighten, just enough that the thread goes into it, all the threads. Now we're going to position the middle shell onto the front panel and then turn clockwise to lock. Before you're turning the cams, make sure there's no gap between the two panels. If there is some gap, you want to take your time to work it out to a level just like this. There's no gap. Now we're going to install the glides. And there are two holes you want to match up. Likewise, we're going to install the other mirroring glide on the other side panel. You want to do this simultaneously so you have a visual that you have completed the mirror images. Now we're ready to slide the left-hand side into the sub-assembly. Now you see here, he started with a pretty big gap, and that's something you don't want to do. You want to work out the gap before you turn the cams. We're now going to rotate this sub-assembly and install these glides. There are two of those. The narrow one goes inside. This is the pull-out platform on the side. The wider piece goes in the front end. This is where the top panel goes in. Now very carefully, we're going to close the right-hand side panel. Take your time, make sure everything is flush, everything is proper. Then you can start to fasten the cams. Now we can install the wheels. There are 16 screws. So if you have a drill and with a proper Allen drill bit, that will save you some time. Now we're going to install the glide subassembly to the pull-up panel. All right, see the glides are facing out so that they can be in contact with the glides already assembled on the side panels. When matching them up, be patient and make sure you don't force your way into it. Rather, they are ready to be pushed in. Same with the smaller panel. Take your time, make sure they align properly before you push it in. I encourage you to browse FixtureDisplays.com for other products and services we have to offer. Fixture Displays offer a wide variety of business and consumer products. The second stopper is optional install. Some people find it useful, some choose not to install. This unit offers a good amount of storage and display space. It's definitely a good choice for schools, conference centers, events, and so on. Thank you once again for shopping Fixture Display.